Hi, hello guys. Today I will show you how to make this. Not the AI that is rushing towards me, but the ones which are stumbling as the rushing AI hits them. They perform a stumble animation and gets pushed over. Alright. And even their stumbling can affect other AI stumbling. For example, if this guy stumbles over this guy will wait, that guy will stumble as well, even if the rushing AI hasn't touched them, as you can see. So let's get started. So firstly, what you will need is to make an actor. All right, I've named it shoved reaction actor. Or what you will need is a character mesh and the anim class, which I hope you might have already. Then you will need an arrow which I have named push direction arrow. This will show us the direction from where we have the AI is getting pushed. Okay, then this rushing AI, you don't need it. I have made it because I need it in my game, but with this alone you can achieve what I am about to show you. All right, and then you need this, an interface. All right, so the reason you will need this interface is you can just cast to whatever AI you want, but if you don't want to cast, or there are multiple AIs in your multiple classes of AIs in your game, then you might want to use shove interface, as it is independent of the classes and you can use it in any class you want. So go back, right click, go to blueprints, get an blueprint interface. Okay, and I have named it shove interface. You will already have a function here, just rename it. If you don't, just create one from here. Okay, so now in this function I am going to need two things, but you might only need one thing. The main thing you will need is this input. I have named it pusher and it is an actor variable. The second one I have is damage, because what I want to do is when this bear looking guy hits any of this low level AI mannequins, I want those mannequins to get some damage, but I don't want those mannequins to get damage when they hit themselves. For example, when this guy hits this guy, I don't want them to give damage. So sometimes you might not need the damage, so this damage thing is all up to you. Okay, so let's go back in my rushing AI. You don't need to have this rushing AI or anything, and how to do it without this guy, I'll show you even that. So what I've done is I've called it on actor event actor being overlap. Okay, so before that I have this rush attack and this stop rush attack, where all I'm main thing I'm doing is changing the collision profile to overlap all pawn. If you don't want to do this, instead of overlap you can use it in event hit, which I have done in this AI's case, which I'll show you later on. So all I've done is went to class settings. Okay, go to your class settings and here add the newly created interface. So you can write shove interface or whatever you have named it. Okay, so I've already added it, so it won't show me. Now here what you need is shove, you need this interface, you need this function shoving. It will be this, the one you have created function. All right, shoving, and you need to call the function. You should not call this event shoving. We will need this event shoving later on, but for now we need this function. Okay, so in this function the target will be who is getting shoved, who is getting pushed. So it will be the other actor. So we just drag in the other actor And who is the pusher? Well, we are the pusher. We need that so that we can calculate the angle. Okay, and I want to do the damage, so I've set the damage to 10, but you can just skip and do the damage 0. So let's go back to the shoved reaction AI. Here you will need a few things. You'll need a function named calculate hit angle, where we are going to calculate the hit angle. Okay, name it whatever you want. Reaction montages, this will be an array. Basically, this is the montages animations which you want to play when your AI is getting hit. I have only 4 for now, but I can modify them depending on their health and add more. But for now I have only 4, so they are just this: getting shoved from behind, getting shoved from front, from left, and from right. For now I have only these. Okay, you can have any of them you want, n number of them. Maybe you want multiple shove shove from back reactions depending on health. You can have that also. So right now here you need to go to class settings again and add the interface as shown before. You need to write the interface name and add it. I've already added it, so it won't show. Okay, so I've called the event shoving, as I told you already. Here we don't need the don't need to call the function, we need to call the event, which I've already done. So here we will need a hit angle, a shoving montage index, which will be an integer, hit angle will be a float, and this tumbling bull. This is all up to you. I'll tell you how it is up to you. Okay, so right now I have this tumbling. Okay, when stumbling is false, which means the AI is not stumbling, we will do the calculations. Okay, so in this case what will happen is, well, as you can see, this guy will fall into this guy. Okay, so in this case right now, with this on, what will have is this guy will play only one stumbling animation, and when it touches this guy will be in its own animation. Okay, and the contact will only affect this guy. Let me show you. As you can see, this guy goes back and this guy goes back as well. But if I, sorry, that was my phone. If I ignore this and don't add this, what will happen is this mannequin will collide into this one, and the contact will make both of them stumble again. So let me show you. As you can see, previously this guy went back, and when they both collided, he went forward again. So you can use this as per you want. If you want more chaotic or stumbling AI, you can remove this, or if you want it controlled and don't want your AI to be falling all over, so you can add this. Okay, it's all up to you. Then we call in the function calculate hit angle. Here we are going to calculate from where we are getting pushed. Okay, here we will need the input pusher, so that we will know who is pushing and from what location. So we go in. All right, remember this arrow that we created? Well, get it, and we need to set its world rotation. All right, and we need to find look at rotation. What this will do is, let me show you. It will point, right now it is pointing forward, but later on it will point towards this AI which is pushing them. All right, and will show from which angle they are getting pushed. All right, from which direction, not angle. Okay, for that we are getting find look at rotation from its world location, and the pusher's world location. Our arrow will go into start and pusher will go into the target, and then we set world rotation, but only on the Z axis, because I want it only front, back, left, right. I don't want it to be up, down. If you want it to be up, down, you can um, experiment with it. All right. Then what we need to do is get the angle between the actors, the direction that the actor is facing, and from the direction where we are getting hit. So we get the world rotation of the arrow. Right now, by this point, the arrow has already turned, okay, towards the direction we got hit from, and our actor is looking forward. So we get both Z axis. So we get a sweet angle of where we are getting hit, and we promote it to a variable. Sorry, that was my phone again. And name it hit angle, and we feed it into the return node as well. So now we go back here in the return node. We already have the hit angle, so this is basically the angle. All right, and now what is this? Well, I guess there is a better way of doing what I've done right now. If you have a better way, please let me know in the comments, but this is a very simple way to execute, so that's why I've done this. So basically what I've done is I've divided the angles in 4 parts. So basically this will be our facing direction, maybe. All right, if we are facing this way, this is our 0, as you can see, and this is 45 degrees, this is 90 degrees, this is 140, 180, and on the left side we have minus 45, minus 90, and minus 140. So basically I've divided this into 4 parts, which is between minus 45 to 45. So which will be greater than minus 45, sorry, which is this side, and less than positive 45, which is this side. So basically, which means this area. Okay, so if the arrow is pointing somewhere in this area, all right, somewhere between this, then it means we are facing we are getting hit from forward direction. Similarly, I have right, this is left, and all that is remaining is the back side. All right, that's what I have done. As you can see, greater than negative 45, less than 45. If it is true, then we are getting hit from forward. Then we have greater than minus 45 and less than minus 45, which means greater than minus 45 and less, yeah, greater than minus 45 and less than 45. No, hold on. Oh, 140, yeah, which means this side. Then we have greater than 45 and less than 140. Greater than 45 and less than 140, which means this side. So this will be our right, that was our left, and whatever is remaining is our back side. So accordingly, I have added my montages. Okay, so this is basically the index we will use to trigger any of these. So here in the index you can add your particular animation montage. All right, then we call in push montage player, where we have already created an input, which will be our index. As you can see, push montage player, we have an input. Here the stumbling thing, we have set it to positive because the animation will be starting. We have got the reaction montage. All right, and hit get a copy, and we have fed in the montage index. All right, make sure to use this play montage, not that play anim montage. Play montage, don't use this. Okay, use this one. Why? Because if you want that stumbling thing, Okay, so it's better to do this way, as it won't get triggered again and again, and it will lock your AI in this animation until it is finished, as it has this completed, blend out, and interrupted. All right, and for completed, you just put it to stumbling false. I've also um, connected this blend out and interrupted node, because just to be safe, so that if it is being interrupted again, I don't want it to be forever stumbling. All right, that's why. So if you do only this, you'll get the result without this guy colliding this guy. But if you want these two to react to each other, then what you got to do is go into event hit. Here you don't need to do this, what I have already done, this changing the collision profile. I did that because I wanted this guy to go through them, okay, and not change its path. But oh, sorry, here I would like to change their path when they are stumbling and whatever. So on event hit, get a branch, see if our character is stumbling. If our character is stumbling, which means it will make the other character stumble as well. So for the other character, I have what I've done is other.actor hashtag enemy. I've uh, selected here enemy. Well, you can add multiple tags, or you can cast to a particular AI. For example, if you have 10 of them and you only want it to affect the level 1 AI, which is your generic basic AI, so cast to it. Okay, and if you want a certain group of AI, you can use actor tag, or there are multiple ways to get the to check if it is the AI which should stumble as. So you can check it however you want. Once you have checked it and it is that AI, just call in this, as we did here. Well, as we did here. All right, and that's it. That's all you got to do to make these two stumble on each other. You want to see if I do this, it won't affect the other guy. It won't do anything to the other guy. Yeah, the mesh is not touching, but as you can see, this collider is touching. Their collider is touching. But if I go back and do this, yeah, you can see they are stumbling now. And if I go back and ignore this, remove this, I can have a little bit more chaos and more weak looking AI. So you can use this, uh, remove this to show your AI is too weak. All right, or you can connect this to show that your AI is a bit powerful. The best way to communicate with the player would be if you have a level 1 AI and level 3 or 4 AI. So level 3 and 4 AI will have this, and the level 1 AI will won't have this. This way, it will show that the level 1 is weaker and those higher level AIs are a bit firm and strong. So that's a small tip from my side. So yeah, that's it. It's that simple. If you think I have left anything, or you want me to um, experiment a bit more with this, or advance this a little bit more, then let me know. I'll try to do that. So until then, uh, have a good day, and if you have any questions or any suggestions for next tutorial or whatsoever, leave it in the comments below. I'll try to um, do that. Even this was made on request of someone from my last video. So yeah, thank you.